Give me all you got until it's given. These niggas talk a real good game, but never winning. Spinning off this Kurt Cobain, know what a feeling. We running in your space right now, you finna feel it. And we don't leave no trace for you to fill up. Put you right into your place so you don't get up. Niggas need to take some.
What's going on? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Listen, I've got Detroit in the building. Detroit YB on the check-in. What's good, bruh?
What up, though?
Hey, man, listen, let's transfer that good energy first and foremost. Boom, you feel that? Positive energy, positive vibes. It's radiating, it's sparkling, all that stuff. Introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Detroit YB. I'm from Detroit, obviously. Been in Atlanta for 6 years. Been doing their music for about like 11 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so we've been in it around about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Listen, I got a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
We having a conversation, but I got a lot of questions for you. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Let's take it back though. Before music, growing up in Detroit, did you aspire to do something different?
I was into a lot of things. One of them was being an artist as far as drawing.
Drawing, okay.
I can draw.
That's dope.
Play basketball. That was one of my.
You a hooper?
Yeah, I wanted to be an NBA. I wanted to be one of those dudes that wanted to be an NBA player. You know.
Yeah, hoop dreams, y'all.
Yeah, definitely had hoop dreams. AAU teams, college. High school, stuff like that. Yeah.
But listen, I think that is so important when you're young. You have to be involved in something, whether it's sports or playing instruments or something, because it develops structure for you. Right. You learn how to be a team player. You learn how to be prompt, on time. How did playing sports help you for what you're doing today?
It just kept me. When you play ball, especially like kind of professional ball, it's like structure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So, that's how I embedded into my career. Like everything is structured for me. You know what I'm saying? As far as how I run my label. I have an independent label.
That's
how
dope.
I publish my own music. How I just promote myself is very structured.
Man, like you have a lot going on within yourself.
Oh yeah, facts. I've always been like that.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
You have to understand everything. Even if at some point in time you have a team of people that come in and help you, you gotta learn the fundamentals and the basics. You have to,
I'm
because
hands-on with everything.
You got to, or you're gonna get taken advantage of.
Yeah, facts.
We ain't out here trying to lose money, y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at what point did you transition into taking an interest in music?
That's a good question. I used to do beats. I wasn't like a producer like Ashley, but I was very amateur. I was an amateur. Like I was one of them dudes in high school. Like my friends freestyle. I was one of them dudes in high school. My friends freestyle, and I was
doing that. Yeah.
or I was beatboxing.
Okay.
You know
Let me hear you beatbox real quick.
Like, look, I ain't beatboxed in probably 12 years, literally.
Hey, you made me smile. My cheeks hurt right now. That was fire.
I was one of them kids back then, and I had a stepfather. He played the drums. He was a very well-known drummer.
Dope.
In Detroit, and he traveled to London and everything. But he had this machine called the RS-7000, and when he bought that, I don't know, I just was intrigued by it. So he caught me playing with it one day, and then he just taught me how to use it.
Man, shout out to him for doing that.
After that, he ended up passing away.
Oh, man.
When I was going into my freshman year in college. So,
I know that was tough.
Yeah, because I was playing basketball, I was doing everything, and I was going to try out for Michigan State basketball, but I stopped doing everything. I stopped making beats. I stopped playing basketball. I stopped drawing. I stopped doing everything for a minute, and then I had to realize, just gather myself, and understand the situation I was in. And then one of my friends was just like, man, just because I was like a timid kid growing up, so I didn't really express myself or talk to people and stuff like that. So one of my boys was just like, you should just rap, you know what I'm saying, let it out or vent like that.
Absolutely.
So, I took a year or two to develop my sound or how I wanted to deliver and stuff.
Yeah.
And after that, it was history.
Who were some of the artists, on when you were coming up that you were tapped into? Was Bone Thugs one of them? You just look like you would be a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't know why.
They wasn't, but it's crazy that you say it, Bone Thugs. I was under their label for probably like less than a year.
See, I just knew there was something there. Maybe I'm psychic or psycho. I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you mentioned. But I was never really a Bone Thugs. I was more so Tupac. Very Tupac. Jay-Z. I was very into lyrical
Absolutely
rap.
right.
Jeezy, of course. I was like a huge Jeezy fan back then. So yeah, like when you good at wordplay and stuff like that, you gravitate towards it.
Absolutely. What is your creative process? Do you write before you get in the studio, or do you get in there and just kind of freestyle? Like, you probably more of a writer, right?
Yeah, I love writing.
Yeah.
I'm able to put all my thoughts together how I want to. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty in writing. And yeah, I just love writing.
Do you write for other artists?
I've written for like 2 or 3 artists back in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some artists that I be working with in Detroit. So
That's a big business in itself.
yeah, for sure. And then I went to LA actually and did like a couple of more people because I had went to LA and I was doing like songs for like video games and stuff like that. So I was doing a little.
Man, you
thing.
so creative. No wonder you and Ashley get along so
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
You both have
that's my sis.
huge creative
For
minds.
sure.
There's so much we can do out here.
Yeah.
And you
Put your mind
just
to it.
have to put your mind to it. You have to shoot your shot,
Right.
because otherwise them opportunity, they don't come knock at your door, right? You got to go
get
out there
it.
and
You
create
gotta
them.
go break that door down.
Nah, for real. Absolutely. So about what point did you really start taking this music seriously?
I took it seriously after I was in a group starting my music career, and that's when I told you I was with Bone Thugs and Army.
Yeah.
We started off like that. They gave us like free studio time. They put us in shows, put us on radio, and they wanted to sign us, but we went another route. I took it seriously when I just started to put energy that I was putting into the group into myself.
Yeah.
And I start like really pushing myself, and then like I was putting singles out, and then one of my singles got caught to Rock Nation. So that was like one of the biggest inspirations because I actually went to New York and
That's
spoke
huge.
with Lenny Santiago. I don't know if you know who.
Yeah, that's big,
Lenny
bro.
is. So he was an A&R. He was an A&R for Rock Nation at the time. But yeah, that's who I spoke with. And it just inspired me because back then I didn't know anything about the business side. I
Right.
just wanted to make music. I just wanted to create. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when he came up to me like, "Oh, what's your 5-year plan?" I'm like,
Like-
"Sir, I just came to record. Like, we in the studio.
5-year
You know what I'm
plan?
saying?
What's that?
Let's just get these records out." So, like after that, he was telling me to send him music and stuff. And after that, I started researching because anything that I'm into, I research it no matter what it is.
You have
To
to.
the T. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. So I've been living like that ever since I was born. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just researched and I just stopped sending him music and stuff and really start copywriting and publishing and getting things in order.
Absolutely.
On my side.
You
Be
have to.
independent. Yeah.
This is a business like anything else.
Right.
Any other business that you're in the world, you can't go and be a doctor without going to school and learning how to do it.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to go to school for some of the things that we do here. We're self-taught with a lot of the stuff,
Right.
but you've got to learn the basics and the fundamentals.
Facts.
Otherwise, you're going to get taken advantage of.
Facts.
Big
And-
time.
And especially in this industry, they love to take advantage of
Ooh,
people that
Lord.
don't know nothing. If you don't know nothing, yeah, they're going to get you.
They will, and there's so many scams going on. Artists, labels don't email you. They don't do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop falling for the okie
Please
doke.
stop. Especially if they saying it's an artist that want to work with you and they going to get, no, don't fall for none of that.
Yeah, y'all falling for the
Please.
okie doke. Please stop doing that.
Yeah.
When did you move to Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta in 2015.
Okay. Did you come out here to pursue music?
Yeah, that was one of the things. I have a bunch of family here too, so
Oh, okay. That
that was
helps.
one of the major things. But I wanted to like get to know my family down here and stuff like that.
Most
So,
definitely. So let's talk about that transition because, there's so much talent in Detroit. Shout out to my dog T Villa. That's my brother. Shout out Detroit Zeus. You know what I'm saying? Now you my new fam. You know what I'm
yeah, let's
saying?
get it.
What's the difference between doing music there and here, if any?
You have open space to be who you are. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You don't have to set a standard for yourself because in Detroit they have a certain type of music and it's like if you don't make that type of music then you have to you like a square or something.
Got
or,
you. Understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not, if you ain't doing that type of sound all the time, then what you on?
They
you know what I'm
boxing
saying?
you
They boxing you
in.
in there, definitely. And you can be outside your box out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have to, as Ashley and I were talking about, you have to experiment with your voice and your
Yeah,
sounds
facts.
and all that.
Facts.
For people who have not had the opportunity to hear your music yet, the whole world about to hear it soon. What do you want them to get from your music? What do you want them to take from it when they tune in and listen?
I just want you to feel good about yourself. Anything that you went through in the past. My music reflects on like building people up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I might talk about my hardships and struggles, but I have redemption in my music as well. You know what I'm saying? With it, to help anybody that's going through if they relate to what I'm going through, if it'll help them. It's like that. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you mentioned earlier on, like you were a Tupac fan.
Yeah, facts.
I cried when he died. You know, like quick sidebar. I'm an OG, y'all. My first tattoo ever was on my ankle. It said Thug Life. It's covered up now. I got a cross over it now. I was a thug back in my younger days. Y'all don't know that side of me.
Thug life.
Thug life.
Let's get it. Outlaw. She was an outlaw.
I was an outlaw. Yo, I used to come to Freaknik Audit. I was a gangster in my younger years.
I'm with it.
Oh, Lord. Whew, that's embarrassing. So, since you've been out here in Atlanta, what are some of the things that you've been working on?
I did a mixtape and an album here.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been working with a lot of people as far as networking and building other things that I've been doing because I do graphic design as well. So I do a bunch of other stuff. So
we were just talking about that. He needs a graphic designer. Look at God.
Yeah, mess with me. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hello.
Yeah, you know, I do it all. So
let's talk about. You wear many hats. You have a lot of hustles.
Yeah.
You have to have multiple hustles. We cannot just do one thing in life, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, but what I respect about him, he's such a businessman and he does so many different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned that earlier on, like, you got to do so many different things. What are some of the things that you do? You just said graphic design. You're an artist.
I'm an artist.
Got clothing.
I own a clothing line. I songwrite. I do music. That's about it. Graphic design, own the clothing, do music. I'm into like plant-based, so I'm trying to be a herbalist. I'm in school to be a herbalist. So,
are you serious?
Yeah, like I'm really in tune with it. I've been plant-based for like 3 years now.
I've been plant-based. I know I got a belly because I still eat sugar and stuff, but I've been a vegan for like almost 8 years.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had dairy or meat. Now I
That's
did
good.
Incorporate some fish back in my diet because I needed the protein. Because honestly, I had lost too much weight. I was getting a little too skinny. Right. But yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. We right here, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, like my goal is when I retire, which is gonna be a long time from now, I want to grow my own food. Is that something that interests you?
I want to have like a barn or something.
Yeah, me too.
I'm able to grow my own and have animals and stuff. I do want that. Like,
I do too. I want to live
just being in tune with life now and natural.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, I want that now.
It's so important. Can we talk about that for just a minute?
Yeah, facts. Go ahead.
It's so important. I think that a lot of people within this business need to hear this, and they have to do better because, like as we were saying, a lot of people don't get their proper rest.
Facts.
That's so important to everything.
Facts.
Y'all, I intermittent fast. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that are so important in your life,
right? Because
it helps your body to reset itself.
Right.
Talk to us about, you know, how you got into, you know, the natural and herbs and all that.
Well, first,
I'm so intrigued.
Well, first, I was introduced to it by some dude here. He was from Detroit actually as well, and I was working down here, so I was working with him.
Yeah.
And he had brought it to my attention, like, yeah, man, I'm into this, so I do this. You should try it, you know. And I was like, no, I'm good, because he was basically saying I have to give up chicken, and I love chicken bacon. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, for what? Like, what am I doing that for? So, I went to Cali for a year, and I was a big Nipsey fan. So
yes.
I followed Nipsey's career, like some people follow Tupac career.
Of course,
you know
absolutely.
Like Nipsey was my Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So I followed his career, and when I went to LA, I had went to his store a couple of times, but I was like one of the first 10 people at one time because they did a collaboration with Rock Nation, him and Nipsey.
Yeah.
Did a collab, like they had like hats or whatever with the Rock Nation playing on there and stuff. And I was one of the first 10 people to buy the hat. And then in his store, I did an interview on the importance of independency.
Man.
And it never came out because a week later he died.
Man.
So,
That's wow.
When he was talking about the Dr. Sebi, it intrigued me. So when
yes.
he died, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just try it and see.
So do you consume sea moss?
Yeah, sea moss, burdock root, bladder wrack. That's like that makes the 102 minerals in your body.
Listen, absolutely. Yeah. And man, me and you could have a whole separate conversation.
Oh, yeah,
we should do a podcast about that.
Hey, bring me back.
I'm so serious
because people need to hear or need to know how this can like heal your body. You can literally heal your body by yourself without going to the doctor.
Because all health ailments are inflammation, y'all.
Facts.
Period. That's cancer.
They make stuff to relieve and not to cure, just to relieve you for the moment and bring other
They put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, put a little Band-Aid on it.
And that's it. I was diagnosed with, because I have an autoimmune disorder, right? And then I also have fibromyalgia. So my rheumatologist wanted to put me on a medication to help with, because I get a lot of joint pain and stuff.
Right.
I'm like, I don't want to put that in my body. I'd rather just smoke a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, the natural herbs, that grow from the earth, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't put them drugs in my body because, like you said, they have so many side effects.
You don't even know.
Man, I think that's so dope. I'm so intrigued. Yeah, we gotta have a whole nother conversation about that.
Bring me back.
And I think it's important because in this music business, a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't have health insurance. They don't have life insurance, right? So they can't afford to get sick.
Yeah, you're going to pay in the end.
You got to take care of yourself.
It might be cheap now to eat, but you're going to pay in the end.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It will catch up to you.
It's very expensive to eat good,
it is
healthy. So,
of course.
But I would rather pay now than pay thousands of dollars later because I'm having
or
medical
lose
problems.
your life at a young age because you haven't taken care of yourself.
Right.
Most definitely, man. Listen, I love having that conversation. I'm sorry we got off on a little sidebar, but I'm so intrigued by that stuff.
Me too. I be wanting to tell everybody.
Especially these artists in this industry. They just be out late night, early morning, drive through fast food, and you're not taking care of themselves. Y'all gotta get it together.
Go
for a walk or something. You know what I'm saying? Get your blood pumping.
Right.
You said you had a label too.
Yeah, run it's like not a label because I haven't like put no real money behind it.
Right.
But it's
but
like
it is,
my
though.
independent business. Yeah, it's like my little independent business, and
That's dope.
I publish my music through that label. So
Let's
like
talk about that, bro. That's big.
Yeah, when I get my money and stuff, then I'll be able to sign myself, and all that royalties revenue go straight to me.
There you go. That's my dog right there. Facts. Sign yourself.
Yeah, facts. Please.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Please.
Nothing wrong with, being under other labels. But if you are in a situation to sign yourself and have complete control over everything you do, that's the way to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get it out the mud. Go out there and work. Go out there and grind. How is Atlanta treating you?
Oh, I love Atlanta. Black excellence.
Yeah. Listen, I love this city too, man. Yeah. I told you I've been coming. I'm an OG. I keep saying that. I'm old, but I got a young heart. I used to come out here in the 90s for Freaknik.
Oh, yeah.
I got to experience the real Freaknik. I was super lit.
You were lit.
I was lit. I got some incriminating photos that y'all will never see. Woo, Lord. But coming out here back then, I fell in love with the culture. I was like, yo, this is such a beautiful city. There's a lot of unity out here. It's just a beautiful culture. And I was like, I'm going to live there one day. So I made it my business to get here a little bit later in life, but I got here. So as an artist, would you say that being here, and this isn't obviously to throw shade at your city, would you say that you have better opportunities here?
Definitely. Being in my city, I'm very closed off. It taught me to be closed off, like not talk to nobody, or if somebody looking at me thinking they want problems and stuff like that. But when I came down here, it gave me the opportunity to open up and actually network with people. I learned how to network.
Yeah,
down here, so that was a definite plus. Coming down here.
Absolutely. Since you've been in Atlanta doing music, what's been like a highlight moment for you?
Here. I worked with a couple of people like 808 Mafia.
Okay.
And I worked with Gucci Mane's engineer. His name's Sean Payne.
Oh, that's dope.
He did some work, and we actually did a song too. That's about it, really. I'm real connected, so I know a lot of people. I be in a lot of rooms.
So. Oh, that's good. Yeah. We're definitely gonna work and collab because that's what I'm all about. Like I said, when I moved here, I didn't know hardly anybody, but I know everybody now because it's like I'm not afraid. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Right.
I like talking to people. I think people sometimes want to tell me to shut up, but I'm just like, like that's how we get stuff done. Be us, unapologetically. Big facts. Let's talk about this new single that you got about to release.
Oh, it's produced by Ashley.
Hey, it's a hit, y'all.
She actually made that beat in like 10 minutes, literally. And I was at the studio and I wrote right to it right then and there.
Wow.
Now we got a single. And
y'all have chemistry.
Definitely. Ever since we started doing music, it was chemistry.
And that's important. You have to be with somebody Does she engineer your music as
Yeah,
well?
she did at first.
Okay.
She's a full-time producer now.
Okay.
And I record myself now. She like, I'm gonna teach you how to record yourself, so I don't got to do it. And that's what happens, you know. So
amazing.
But yeah, ever since she actually shaped my sound, like,
that's
you know,
great.
better than what it was when she was engineering.
Women get stuff done. No disrespect to the fellas in the room, but women get it done.
Hey.
Do you have a creative space in your house?
Yeah, like
you have a little spot where you can record and stuff?
yeah.
That's so important. I think that every creator needs a space in their house.
Facts.
You know, you got to have a space you can go to outside of that, but you got to have a space in your house.
Facts.
Even if it's a little corner that you turn into something, now you can record your music and then you can send it out to be mixed and mastered.
I ain't got to wait for nobody, really.
Because whenever you might wake up one day and be in a mood.
And want to record right there.
Boom, right there on the
go.
spot.
You got your record right there.
You can't get that vibe back again.
Facts.
Big facts, man. You got any visuals out?
Oh, yeah. A lot of visuals, actually. Probably 10. My latest one is called Keep It Real. That was off my EP called Foreclosure I released in November of last year.
Okay. Yeah. So out of all the songs that you put out, what would you say has been the one that really started gaining some notoriety for yourself?
I'm gonna be honest, this last album I did in 2020, it's not even just one song. I mean, one of the songs was Doors that really got a lot of play.
Okay.
Not even just on iTunes, Spotify, and a lot of people just love that song. So that one, and I would say that whole album, because that whole album, it basically not only changed my life, it changed some of the people's life that was in my life. You know
that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. I felt successful after that album. Like I felt like I was successful. Like people be thinking like you just get money, having this, having that. No, like I'm changing people's lives. That's successful.
That's your purpose.
That's my literally.
Your passion is making music, but your purpose is to help other people.
Literally.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love that. Out of all the songs you wrote, which one of your favorite, bars, lyrics, verses? What's one of them?
Yeah, one of them that I don't have out yet is Spin the Block. I'm working on an album right now called Living Sacrifice.
Okay.
And after this single, we're going to be working on releasing it. So it is Spin the Block, one of them. Another one is Stuck in My Ways because it's so transparent.
Give us a little bit.
Let me think. Because I cuss on there too, so I've been stuck in my ways. Man, I can't even think of it right now.
Y'all just got to go listen to it. How about that? It's on all the digital platforms.
Yeah, facts. Just listen to it.
You distribute all your music?
Yeah, well, I'm under a distribution company. They're called Horace Music Group.
What is it?
Horace Music Group.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Oh, Horace, no.
Yeah. I was like, hold on a second. I ain't never heard of them.
It's Horace Music Group. Nah, like the Horace eye. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
caught me off guard there. That's what's up, man. You got anything coming up? Anything in the works that people? I know you got the new single on the way.
New video.
Any events, performances, anything like that? People can stay in tune for.
Coming soon. I'm just right now. I'm structuring a lot of things and putting a lot of things in place.
Absolutely.
I will have a listening party and stuff like that coming very soon.
I need to have that personal invite.
And I'm definitely going to invite you.
I want to be there.
You're going to be right.
I'm a whole vibe.
You're probably going to be one of the first people I invite.
I'm a whole. Listen, when I first moved to Atlanta, that was one of the main things I was doing. I hosted so many listening parties. I just want to be in the building.
Hey,
I want a presence there, please.
Your invitation is valid.
That's dope, man. Well, before we get out of here, 3 things we got to do. Are you ready?
That's good.
Do you have anything that you want to share, or do you want to look in the camera and say anything to your supporters?
DetroitYB.com. Keep supporting me. You can Google me or whatever.
He's Googleable, y'all.
I'm Googleable. You know what I'm saying?
He's valid.
Everything, literally. Like I've structured it that way. So yeah.
So the first thing I was going to ask is your social media. Go ahead and give it to him one more time.
My Twitter, DetroitYB, Facebook, DetroitYB, Instagram, DetroitYB Hustle, YouTube, DetroitYB. DetroitYB everything except for Instagram, DetroitYB Hustle.
What's the YB stand for?
Young Boss.
He is a young boss.
Yeah. So that's what the city of Detroit represents. That's what we breed. We breed bosses.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry to break it to you.
No, and you are helping other people, and I'm a big believer. In order to be a boss, you have to put other people in a position to be a boss, and that's what you do. So you're definitely a young boss. Second thing we got to do is give some shout outs.
Shout out Ashley. What's up, though? Shout out my mom. Shout out God, of course. He's always by my side. Shout out my brother, my cousins, everybody that support me.
Most
Shout out to you.
definitely. Hey, I appreciate you being here
I
today.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Of course,
You know,
man. I'm so glad we got to
this
connect.
was last minute, but hey, I liked it.
Listen, it's
cool.
on a whim. We got to stay ready, right?
I'm with it.
We got to stay ready.
with it.
So my last most important question of the whole entire night. We are on the industry's most wanted podcast. You know, we got Mr. Detroit YB checking in. What makes you the industry's most wanted?
I bring something. I bring versatility. And I don't just talk about the streets. I talk about real life, your inner emotions, inner emotions that people need to talk about, especially men. Like, men do not like to express themselves, and you have to express yourself to grow. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Like, literally, you have to express yourself. You have to be vulnerable in some type of way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what my music brings, vulnerability and versatility.
That comes with the growth and maturity, though.
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely grew from where I came from, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We up out of here, y'all.
Peace out.